Libra, to your July 22nd through the 27th reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, my friends, let's see what's going on with you. I'm going to grab one of these portal cards and see how things are going. This message, please, for the beautiful Libra. July 22nd through the 27th. Oh, card fell on the floor. Hold on one second. Talking about the Akashic records. Clear your old stories and releasing past lives for freedom. Oh, I love that. Okay. Clearing out your old stories. That's releasing anything from the past that no longer serves you, my friends. And it feels like a lot of you are doing that. So that way you can, recreate what it is you want. Recreating your own story. Telling yourself, this is what I want. This is what I want to do within my life. Not allowing the past to hold you back. And I love that. This is talking about in your dreams, visions, and meditations, we can see things happening using that as also your manifestations, which is just beautiful. When we are transported or guided to connect with them, we are being given the opportunity to take an inventory of our life and all the events that have taken place in it and gain information on what's going on within your life, maybe even past lives, however it is. Everybody's story is a little different, but definitely talking about moving past things that no longer serve you, making sure that you don't have those feelings, right? It's just like, I don't need to have that, because if I'm scared to make this move because it didn't work last time, then I might have missed opportunities, right? So we don't want to do that. We want to look deep within this situation, look at the purposes and say, you know what, this is how I want things to go. So really kind of rewriting that story. I love it. Okay. Giving yourself your own freedom as well and freeing yourselves from those old situations. If you've taken risks in the past and it didn't work, then it could keep you from wanting to take risks today. And that's just not a good situation. So needing to look at what's good and what's not and why this is affecting me this way. So that's also a good thing. We don't want to just keep ourselves down just because something didn't work in the past. Having the clarity, crystal skull wisdom, clarity, divine healing, higher vibrational energy. Yes. Clearly seeing that just because something didn't work yesterday doesn't mean that I shouldn't take this risk, that I shouldn't, love again. I shouldn't, try to do this type of job again, right? Just because one didn't work out. Shambhala initiations, retreating to recharge, trusting in the process with your dharma. Loving that. Oh yeah, I love this. And Anunnaki light codes, energetic shift, new information coming through and into the cycle. And the new information that's coming through is actually through those Akashic records ideas, where you're getting the clarity and the understanding that releasing the past can bring in all these new things, right? That way I'm not scared to move in this area. I'm not scared to take that risk, right? A lot of times we take risks and it's like tricky, right? And it's like, oh, that really hurt, but how am I going to get past that? Sometimes we need to sit down with ourselves and say, but if I don't take risks, then I'm never going to move forward, right? Just because something didn't work before. Faraway places, get ready for new horizons. Love it. Moving. Because you're answering the call. The time is now to get moving. Trusting in the process with the Dharma is allowing yourself to answer the call, my friends, right? Clearly seeing that there's other things on the horizon for you as you're ending a cycle, right? As you're ending the cycle of new information, you're getting the bigger picture from this situation. Wow. You guys are really working hard over here, cleaning this energy up. Making your dreams and imaginations become more active, and things that you really want, which I love too, because that's also a part of that law of attraction, right? The law of attraction treats my imagination as reality. I can do things because what? Because I really know who I am. Always keep those up there now. I think they're just amazing, because I think that they really do help us understand things. Okay, let's see what's going on. So let's get the clarity over here in this divine healing. Healing from the past is bringing in that wisdom, that trust, understanding that there is freedom, right? Conforming to your own ideas, conforming to new ideas, also universal fairness in its own way. Because as the Hierophant, you know what it is you want. You know where you want to go. You have the wisdom and the downloads to do so. It's almost like you're reaching out to this divine wisdom that's saying, come on, let's go, right? And you're saying, okay, you know what? I'm going to do this. There's something inside me that says I need to trust in this process. Trusting in the process. Trust in the Hierophant, trusting in the process with the Shambhala initiations brings you into Empress mode. Now this is beautiful, Libra, because this is yourself. Why? Because this is a Taurian Libra card. We all know this, right? This is where you're nurturing yourself, nurturing the new path that you want to put yourself on, taking action and not being afraid to get things accomplished, having the development, the growth within yourself, knowing this is who I am and this is where my abundance is going to be. If I can do this, you know, you can do anything you want, right? You can do anything you want. You are a co-creator. The Empress is a co-creator. We're all co-creators of who? The universe. So if we look at this from a spiritual card meaning, it's almost like the universe. We could say the Hierophant, right? Because he is the mediator between the heaven and the earth, right? I always call it my God card because it's like angelically they're telling you, co-create with me. I am the universe. I know the truth. I will teach you the truth. Listen, right? And you're saying, okay, let's co-create together. Wow. So, I mean, if you want to get really spiritually into that, right, and get deep within that situation, that is exactly what it's saying. It's saying, listen, Libra, this is what we're doing. And you're saying, okay, let's trust in this process. I know who I am. Okay, so then you have this energetic shift. This is going to change the way you are thinking. This is changing the way you're behaving. This is changing the way that you're seeing the world, seeing yourself, seeing how you're doing everything around you. Why? And this is going to end that cycle because of this information download that you're receiving, whether it's in your sleep, in your visions, in your imagination, when you're driving that car, you know, however it is. Meditating, because you know something's going on. I keep getting these visions. I keep getting this thought. I keep getting all of this information coming towards me. Queen of Pentacles, it's telling you to nurture the situation. And it's not just some out there crazy, illusional, dream-like thing. It's actually practical. It's something that you can actually hold on to, which is very good for you, Libra, because you want things practical because it has to stay balanced. If it doesn't feel balanced and it feels imbalanced, you're going to feel chaotic. You're going to feel like you're all over the place. So it's really bringing in this really practical nurturing, and you have to have it nurturing, right? I being a Taurus, I'm right there with you. And I have Libra in my moon, so I'm right there 100% with you on this. Taurus, Libra, that's so crazy. Those are, my Libra is my moon, so I am so there with you, right? I totally get this reading for you, like so much, right? It's almost like mind-blowing because I get it. If it's not practical, then it feels like an illusion. If it becomes an illusion, then you get lost in the fog. Then you don't know which way to go. My you know, scales are imbalanced. So it's like this information that's coming towards you is showing you, here's the tools that you have. The tools that you have is this pinnacle. It's practical. It's stable. It makes sense. It's not something that's, you know, that's, woo, okay. And that, I feel like this is why you're saying, you know what, I get it. I get it. I can do this. And this gets you ready for the new horizon. The new horizon is because the end of the cycle is here. You could be getting a lot of 9/9s and 1/1s. Okay. And then, of course, 2s as well, because the 2s are saying this is a balanced situation. Make sure you keep yourself balanced. Make sure you keep yourself patient, right? Because you have new things that are coming in. Planning and progress, making decisions, the discovery of the new things that are going on. travel plans, and the travel doesn't even have to be 100% even travel. It could be the metamorphic idea, right, of traveling to this new cycle, this new shift. But no matter what, it's being able to look out and perceive things from what, I love this, and getting the bigger picture, looking out into the world, looking out to what it is that I truly need, getting clear, right? Clearing out those stories and saying I'm making new, fresh ones for myself, feeling free too. So answering the call is now. Whatever it is that you answer the call for now, you do have the judgment. There you go. Bam. Horn is being blown. Having a rebirth, the inner calling, making sure that you answer that call. You know, you're awake. You want to see what it is that the divine is bringing in. What is it the divine is bringing in? What is it that it's trying to tell you? No matter what, this is a very healthy thing for you. It's a new phase of your life, which is going to bring this absolute completion to this understanding to allow you to get more things done, to get on the track that you need, getting the bigger picture so that you can move the chart. You have, look at all of these. This is a very divine reading. You have 4 major arcanas going on right now. This is crazy. So you do have the movement and the progress and the action. And this is because getting the bigger picture, you're going to be able to have the courage to take the control. You're very determined to know which path that is. It's very healthy. I have 2 healths here. Yeah, you know exactly what path you want to get on, guys. It's taking yourself from one old story, one old way of doing things into a new path. It's like you have this idea that whatever wasn't working before keeps me and holds me back. And this is a karmic judgment, karmic as well, with the judgment. You're breaking karmic cycles. That's exactly what you're doing. That's exactly what it is. You're breaking a karmic cycle, something that holds you back, taking on new progress through determination. Because it's almost like you know that by releasing the past ideas, it just keeps me in a rut. It keeps me not moving forward. Let's get some dream cards over here. This is beautiful. Because that's exactly what it's saying. A lot of you feel this shift, and there's nature. Now we have the nurture to the nature, and the nature card is actually talking about, oh, it's on the floor. I was going to say, it was right here. I knocked it onto the floor. Hold on, guys. It's like my table is big enough, but sometimes I feel like it's not big enough. But I know it is. Okay, I just keep knocking things off. Okay. So having the 14 over here with the nature, this is definitely talking about life, energy, pure elements, regeneration, and balance. So you have to have that balance once again, and the lack thereof. What was making you feel imbalanced? You guys could be actually having dreams of being out in nature. It doesn't have to be though. But what it is definitely is telling you how you're going to balance the situation for yourself, how you're going to bring back, right, what it is you truly need to yourself, right? Because it's a regeneration, it's the healing. Look at all the water. The water is all about the healing and the regeneration. Water is also very spiritual in its own way, right? Because it also brings in psychic senses. So it could also be opening up a lot of your intuition, psychic awareness. You know, could also be having a lot of, you know, very realistic, like, dreams. Because that psychic awareness is open. Dreaming of flying and bugs, whatever bugs you. The bugs, you know, I dream of ants or this or that, and the reason is because it's telling you what is bugging you, what is getting under your skin. Whatever's getting under your skin, you need to get away from that. You need to figure out the solution. So you don't have things that are distracting you, things that are bugging you, things that are, you know, just really just a distraction and getting underneath your skin, irritating you. So you're around people who actually bug you. You could actually have these dreams about bugs. I've actually had dreams about bugs. I've had dreams about ants. I don't like ants. And I knew at the time it was because I was so frustrated. And it doesn't matter if it's with a person or just life in general. It's just really what's under your skin, what's really just, you know, just really just bugging the crap out of you. Right? Just frustrating you. And then flying of 32. And then the flying is just that willing to want to have adventure, that willing to want to escape, that willing to want to do something different within your life. It's the fantasy, the dreaming, the physical nature, right? Getting out there, sky's the limit. Knowing that you're taking your power back. I've had many dreams of, like, especially when we were younger. I think when we were younger, we really want that freedom. So we're always looking for that overall adventure of life. And yeah, this is where you're, you know, you just want something different. You want, you know, like I said, just sky's the limit. Let's go. The freedom to travel, to do the things that you want to do. And the keys. And I love this card. This card is probably one of the best cards in it because it's saying that you have the key to the doorway. And the reason that it's so awesome is because it's saying, look, you hold the key. The Queen of Pentacles holds the key. It wants you to answer the call to open the door. But it's already saying you already have the keys to open the door and to answer. Get out there. Get through that. It's open. It's time. Let's go. Answer that call. The time is now, which means the door's already open. You already found the key within yourself, right? If that door was closed, then we wouldn't have, right? We wouldn't have the answer the call. The time is now. So what this is saying is you have all the keys. Do not ever be afraid to open new doors. Do not think that doors just stay closed all the time. We are opening new doors all the time. You have the keys within yourself. We all do, right? And this is just pretty much that understanding that you're open, right? There are revelations. There are doors. There are initiations to be done. New, fresh ideas coming through. Pay attention to your dreams. Write them down if you're having a lot of dreams. Okay? Because they're very important. Very, very important. Okay, so let's just clarify on the nature and the bugs. I do feel like a lot of your psychic senses are open. This is why a lot of this is happening. And your psychic sense might even be more awake during your sleep time than your awake time. Excuse me. Yeah. So you have the Strength card coming out with the passion, being subtle about the situation. That's why I'm saying it feels like it could be a subtle power that's coming through as you are just, you know, it's kind of like it starts subtle and then all of a sudden it'll be like, boom, here I am, right? Really in my power, really wanting to take this in. And then you have, make sure that you watch your imbalance, okay? But it does feel like a lot of you are going through some kind of self-healing. You're getting over some things, right, that are bugging you. And with the flying, you have the Ace of Swords. Wow. The mental clarity and the breakthrough for the new ideas and success with the sharp mind. You know how to get through any conflicts because you really want to have this success. And this flying is showing success. You're flying towards success. And with the keys, you have the Ace of Cups. Wow, you have two aces and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcanas. Whoa, I don't know what's going on over here, but Divine is really on top of you. They're saying, listen here, this is what this is. You're on a fated destiny over here. This is what has to happen. This is like, I'm getting your attention. Yeah, this is spirituality and the intuition to understand that you have all the keys and you're being initiated into this new area. Listen for the horn to be blown. Pay attention. Pay attention. Yeah, definitely to your dreams as well. You guys got this. Wow, this is beautiful. You guys are on your way. On your way to whatever it is. I don't care if it's love. I don't care if it's success. I don't care if it's a new job. I don't, it doesn't even matter. You go with what you need to do. Everybody knows their own story. Remember who you are. You are a co-creator of the universe. God wants to give you what you deserve. I did get my new manifestation cards in. I have been taking the class, so we will be doing that as well. I'll be introducing that next month, but subtly. It'll be subtle. But know the truth is the living force, whether you believe it or not. It's almost like to the point where it's like, Spirit's like, you know what? With all these major arcanas and all these aces, you believe what you want to believe. I don't really, it's almost like to the point where it's like with this card here, I'm just looking right at it. It's almost like he's saying, I really don't care what you believe. I'm telling you, this is the way it is. You got to love that, because when the universe steps in, right? This becomes inevitable. I was just waiting for the Wheel of Fortune to come out to say, you know what, this is inevitable fate. You do whatever you want to do. Don't answer the call. The only thing that's going to do for you, my friends, is just make you not as aware as what you want, keeping your karmic cycle, but still things are going to happen for a reason no matter what. So it's kind of weird. The more I keep learning about this stuff, I've been doing it for 37 years, but there's more information that just keeps coming out and coming out and coming out. Before, we always had to have books and stuff, and I don't want to read thousands of books, but there's some certain things that are inevitable fate, guys, that it's just going to happen no matter what. Whatever it is, right, it's still going to give you movement. You might not answer the call. Let's say you just don't answer that call, so you just keep yourself. But no matter what, the end of the cycle still continues. So you know what just ends up happening? Oh my God, I just heard it. My spirit guide says you end that cycle to go back into the new fresh cycle to start a new karmic cycle. So you're just going to end up with a new karmic cycle. Building trenches again. Oh, guys, don't do that. I think we do it a lot, though. I think a lot of times we as people do that, though. It's just that the trench now becomes something a little bit different. And this is how we end up not getting up. It's like you have the up, you're ending the cycle to start a new cycle, and then you just end up with a new karmic cycle again. So from one cycle to the next cycle. Wow. Oh my gosh, don't do that. Yeah, answer the call, because it's going to change everything. Wow. Okay. Because that's what would be inevitable, is that the cycle is changing to shift into a new cycle, but you don't do what you're supposed to do. You just end up with new karmic. So you're just building new karmic. I release one karmic. And Spirit says, we're going to end this cycle, and look, you didn't answer and do what you're supposed to do, so welcome to your new karmic cycle that you did yourself. Of course you did it yourself, as humans. That's crazy, though. It's crazy, though, because we've actually seen it happen. We've actually seen it. I mean, if you think about that, how many times have we probably done that? Where it feels like everything's wonderful, everything's going good, you had some kind of cycle change, and then all of a sudden you got movement, you got progress, you got all these things, and then all of a sudden, boom, everything kind of falls apart again. And then you're stuck in a rut again, and you're going, how come all of a sudden I'm stuck in a rut? Because you didn't really answer the call. You just went with what was inevitable fate to happen, but you didn't truly change anything, right? That's why you want to get the view from the above. So you kind of just went back right into a new phase of what you just got out of. And it might feel different, but in the end, it's all the same. That's very interesting. Answering the call for the inner calling. These are in the middle, so guys, that's very important. Very, very important. Pay attention. Okay, my friends, until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.